Welcome to day one of Realistic Madden franchise with the New England Patriots. You guys voted and you decided that the Patriots are going to be the first team you guys wanted to see me try and make a Super Bowl caliber team. So let's jump right into Madden and let's see if we're able to create a Super Bowl winning team. Might take multiple seasons, might take one season. We're going to see, but we're right into Madden right now. I've got the team looking as realistic as it can right now. So we're 4-13, looking ahead to the draft, looking ahead to free agency, and trying to sign more players. Right now, the Super Bowl is showing that it's Lions versus Bills. Obviously, that is not very realistic. However, it is what it is. Let's see who won the Super Bowl here. We are going to simulate the Super Bowl. Let's see who won it. Might take a second to get the simulation done, I guess. We're going to be doing a draft. Oh, wow, the Lions won the Super Bowl 44-38. Let's sim to the re-signing players part of this. So basically, how this is going to work is I got to do free agency, I got to do the draft, and then let's play our first regular season game, and that's going to be this video, and then hopefully you guys enjoy it, and we will keep producing bangers. So we have to decide, who do we want to even keep on the team? It's going to be a tough decision this year because I feel like the team in general has quite a bit of needs. So let's actually go through and look at the roster as is. So looking at the quarterback position, it looks like we got Drake May, Jacoby Brissett, and Joe Milton. I'd like to have Joe Milton probably as the backup. I don't really want to keep Jacoby Brissett. Ramondre Stevenson and Antonio Gibson are not going to be it. I likely will want to look into the draft to get a younger running back. Stevenson's fine as a power back, but he cannot be the RB1. Wide receivers, Kendrick Bourne, he needs to be gone. Demario Douglas, I'd like to keep. Kayshon Boutte, I'd like to keep. Polk and Baker, I'd like to see what they got, but aside from that, we do not have much going on. Tight end, Hunter Henry's good, but I'd love to get a younger tight end or maybe even look into free agency. O-line is really where we need help. Micah Winu is playing left tackle. Cole Strange is good. David Andrews is bad. We need a new center. We need a right guard. Our best one is Layden Robinson, 70 overall, and we need a right tackle or a left tackle, so we might have to look into the draft for that as well. Keon White is fine, and Christian Barmore is very good. We'll have him in our defensive tackle. So our D-line could use help, but not the worst part. Left outside linebacker is bad, Taki. We need a middle linebacker. I'm guessing Bentley was hurt. And Jelani Tavai, but I don't really want Tavai either. Bentley's fine, he's just slow. We need some speed on the defense. Corners-wise, Christian Gonzalez is good. Jonathan Jones, I don't really want to keep, but if we can keep him for cheap, that'd be fine. Marcus Jones is good, but again, we could use a corner. Free safety, we're solid in, and strong safety, we are solid in. Kicker and punter both could use some improvement. I'm not getting rid of Bryce Behringer, though, but a kicker, can see that in free agency here. Let's start the negotiation process. We're starting with free agency here. We have $136 million in cap. We are going to accept Cole Strange's fifth-year option. He's a star development. I wouldn't mind him being our cornerstone there. Let's try to re-sign Jonathan Jones to a relatively cheap deal. I'll give him $8 million for 2 years just so we have the 80 overall. Cornerback with us still. Alex Austin doesn't want to stay, so that's fine. All these guys that have low interest, I don't really care to give them money to stay. I will give Mark Andrews an offer, or David. David Andrews is leaving? No way. Patriots legend David Andrews is leaving. All the rest of these guys are simply depth pieces. I really don't want Austin Hooper back. Dietrich Wise would be nice to have back. I'll actually give him a 2-year deal here. I think he's good depth at least. I don't know why he's overall is so bad. He's pretty solid in real life. Joey Sly wants to leave, so that's fine. I don't really want any of those guys left. So let's go ahead and sim into free agency and see if we can make some splash pulls. I would love to be able to get a receiver in free agency rather than through the draft. I think that there are other needs. But let's see who even is a free agent. Khalil Mack, DeMarcus Lawrence is one of the top ones. Oh, Tyron Smith would be a good left tackle. I'm not bringing Trent Brown back. We do need O-line help, and I wouldn't hate signing one. So the best wide receiver is Amari Cooper. Justin Simmons, for some reason, is interested in us. Let's go ahead and look at wide receivers and see who would be interested. Rondale Moore. I don't really want to sign Rondale Moore. Tutu Atwell wouldn't be bad, though, to have as like a punt returner. Tim Patrick's interested. McCole Hardman. Bo Melton's very interested. I wouldn't hate in getting Bo Melton. I would 94 speed. I might have to consider it. Tight ends here. There's not very many, but we do need a backup tight end. But maybe we'll just look to later rounds in the draft for that. David Bakhtiari is interested in signing with us. Honestly, I'm thinking for one season, I'm going to offer David Bakhtiari a 1 year, $8 million deal. Hopefully he signs with us, and that will help Drake May develop at least in his first year. And if we draft a left tackle, he can develop behind him. We do not need a left guard, but we do need a center. David Andrews is still showing interest in signing with us, which makes me kind of just want to go for him. Or do I throw a bag at Ryan Kelly? That is going to be the question. Maybe I will just throw some money at Ryan Kelly. Let's do that. I'm going to throw a no, he's not that good, but I'll offer him that. He has somewhat interest in it, so we'll see if he takes the bait on that deal there. Let's see what we got here. DeMarcus Lawrence would be an upgrade over Dion White. Not very many defensive tackles, though, so can't really do much there. Jaron Reed is interested in signing with us. I wouldn't hate that. Could probably slot him into the defensive tackle spot. Jadeveon Clowney is interested in signing with us. I wouldn't hate that as well. Middle linebackers, there's not very many to go off of. Isaiah McDuffie would be good. Matthew Judon is interested in returning to the Patriots. I am actually, I mean, he's old. Draymond Jones is interested as well. He's young and the same overall. I'm going to offer him a 3-year contract. I like that. Hopefully he signs with us. I wouldn't hate having him. Cornerbacks, there's not very many good ones available, but Jaquan McMillan is available, and he is very good. Only 25 years old. I think he's going to be great. I'm going to offer him a very player-friendly deal. I'll offer him a little bit more than this. Seems very low for someone that I think could develop into a very good player. Hopefully that wasn't a silly mistake, but McMillan is very, very good, and if not, we can just trade him. Let's see if we want to get Jaron Reed is interested. I'm not that interested, though. I will offer Tyir Tart, though, a nice little 2-year. No, not for 10 mil. Wow, defensive tackles are expensive. How much for Derek Nady? A little bit less. I'm going to go with there. I'm being very stingy for some reason, and I probably should have waited because that was my last offer there. I'm actually going to withdraw that offer because we have so much money. I want to throw some money at one of the top free agents, but there's not very many free agents to even throw money at. There's nobody that really stands out to me as someone that I would like to have on the team, regardless of interest or not. There's not a player on here that is super enticing to me. I don't want DeMarcus Lawrence. He's old. I'd rather let Keon White develop. Julian Blackmon wouldn't be a bad strong safety to sign. We could use a right guard as well. Maybe I will throw a little bit of cash there at Brandon Sheriff there. I guess that's going to be it for the first week of evaluations. Let's see who decided to sign with us. Hopefully, we got some free agents to actually want to come here. Definitely hoping for the best. So let's see what we got. This simulation takes forever. Let's see. I'm going to be so upset if we don't get anybody here. My signing, David Bakhtiari, is all we got. I did not think that was going to happen. Do I have any active I have one active negotiation, so that means a lot of people declined. Ryan Kelly didn't like the offer I gave him. I should have maybe gave him more. Brandon Sheriff declined our offer. How about the cornerback? Why didn't McMillan? I gave him quite the deal. I gave him a very good deal. I'm kind of thinking about withdrawing it. I know Jaquan McMillan is good, but, he ain't that good. I'm going to withdraw that one. He didn't want to accept. I don't want to get stuck with a bad contract. I will offer him a player-friendly one, though. One that's a little bit less money for the long run. Not a great free agency right now. Maybe I'm just a bad GM. But let's get Jadeveon Clowney in here just for some depth. Because we have the money, let's spend it. Let's spend the money on players that want to be here. Let's go back to that wide receiver page and see if Bo Milton is still available. I wouldn't hate, though, also getting some sort... Bo Melton's gone. Bo Melton is gone. I wouldn't hate throwing some money at a veteran wide receiver that I can trust if someone goes down, like Tyler Lockett or Keenan Allen or DeAndre Hopkins. I kind of would like to sign one of those three guys just to have somebody that But we have Kendrick Bourne. Do we really need to do that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's worth it. I'm not going to do it. I don't see the value very much in those guys. Devin Duvernay could be nice. Tim Patrick, McCole Hardman. I don't want McCole Hardman at all. Um, Not a great free agency class, to be honest with you. I'm struggling to find anybody to even think about signing. Let's go ahead and offer some money to one of these right guards here because they're still better than who we got. I'm going to try to see if I could get this guy, Tristan. No, Layden Robinson is just as good as him. I'm talking myself out of spending money right now, but I'm not trying to make any silly decisions, anything rash. So I guess I will just offer Tyre Tart that deal there of making $9 million this year. Hopefully we're able to find a better defensive tackle in free agency next year or through the draft. Cameron Jordan is a free agent. He doesn't want to be here though. Danico Autry wouldn't be a bad one to have just as a depth piece. I wouldn't hate that. Middle linebackers, I think that we're solid there. We don't really need to spend money there. And there's not one guy that really is standing out to me that we should sign. Cornerback wise, of the people that are relatively interested, I don't really want any of these guys here. Tre'Davious White is available. Miles Bryant is never going to be on this team. Not a day in his life. Not again. Absolutely not. Not a lot of great pieces here. Maybe you could consider signing a couple of those offensive linemen, I guess. Just in case someone goes down with injury, it wouldn't hurt to have some of these guys here with us. We still need a center, and David Andrews has not been signed. I'm just going to sign him to a deal. Send him a pretty good one. Honestly, this free agency is cooked. It's cooked. There's not very much for me to do. We're going to really be looking to improve in the draft. Hopefully, Jadeveon Clowney accepts that deal. I'm also going to offer one to Matthew Judon. I know they're both old outside linebackers, but they're good rotational pieces. In case my guys get hurt, I could trust that both of them could slide in and be solid players, make somewhat of an impact in the Madden sim. So I'm not actually mad about that whatsoever. Let's see who signed with us. And, we need a kicker. I messed up. Let's see who signed. We have David Bakhtiari. McMillan did sign. Clowney signed. Andrews signed. Tart signed. And Matthew Judon signed. Looks like we got a solid little free agency class here, but we do still need a kicker. And Jason Myers has that 90. Jake Bates has 98 kick power, 83 kick accuracy. I am going to offer Jake Bates a very, very player-friendly deal. A 3-year deal here. Hopefully he accepts that one. So hopefully our kicker is under wraps, and we still have so much money to spend. But there's just no one that I really would like to just give money away to. And there's no one that really has much value that I could sign and trade. There's no one that really is getting me excited here. Maybe Isaiah Simmons could slide into some sort of middle linebacker role. I'll offer him a contract. Maybe he'll accept it. I'm not sure if anybody's offered him something. Maybe I should have looked at the running backs. Let's actually go back in there really quick and see if there's a running back that's still available that I would be interested in. Justice Hill would be a great third down back to have rather than Antonio Gibson. We can just straight up cut or trade Antonio Gibson. I actually like that a lot. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll probably still end up drafting a running back, but Justice Hill is a great pickup, and we have players to upgrade. As you can see, not sure who, just Justice Hill. I'm going to auto upgrade him. He's going to be a great third down back for us, coming in, catching passes. Probably won't run the ball with him a lot, but let's view our free agency recap here and see who we got. My signings, we got Justice Hill, David Bakhtiari, Jake Bates, McMillan, Jadeveon Clowney, David Andrews is back, Tyre Tart, Matthew Judon, and Isaiah Simmons did take that low deal. So you could see him playing some middle linebacker if Bentley or Tavai are struggling there on defense. Time to advance to the draft and see what pick we even got. I'm not honestly sure. I couldn't set it up exactly perfect to make it just like how the NFL is now. It looks like 15th, so I think we actually might have one of the top 3 picks in the draft. So we're going to start the draft here and see who we got coming our way. We have the 4th pick in the draft, just like in real life. That is awesome. So we are going to actually just skip pick by pick here. I'm honestly, if Abdul Carter is there, I kind of want to go best available. So Quinshawn Judkins went in the first with the first overall pick in the draft. Second overall pick's going to the Saints. They took Carson Beck. And then the third pick was James Pierce Jr. I'm hoping that this is even the right draft class. Is Abdul Carter even in here? Uh-oh. Looks like this isn't the best. Abdul Carter, rounds 1 through 2. Not even evaluated as a very high prospect, so maybe, just maybe, I wait until the second round to get him, because I don't want to reach on him. I might be able to just sneak back into the first round, try to make a trade, maybe include one of the guys. Oh man, that's tough. That is very, very tough. Mason Graham, we could use a defensive tackle very badly. He could really be a good pick for us, but I'm almost looking at these running backs and wide receivers. Ashton Genty wouldn't be bad. Travis Hunter or McMillan would be a solid pick as well. I kind of would like to go with Travis Hunter and get our receiver of the future with Drake May. Travis Hunter would be awesome to have with us here. Man, do we go with Travis Hunter with the 4th pick in the draft? A position that we don't necessarily need that bad. But Travis Hunter, man, he's going to be special. We're drafting Travis Hunter. Let's see. His attributes weren't the best, but he was an A-plus pick. So we're going to sim to my next pick and hope that Abdul Carter is there. And even if he isn't, we will find another pick. Hopefully Abdul Carter isn't taken before then, but we'll see what happens. At least at the top of the second, he hasn't been picked. So let's see if he's still available. I don't see him there, but Ashton Genty slipped to the second round. I might have to just pull the trigger and say, why not? Go ahead and sign him. But if Abdul Carter is not there anymore. Let's see defensive tackles. Mason Graham is not there either. I don't see a player that I particularly want more than Ashton Genty, unless there's a left tackle here. Maybe Jeff Rutledge would be a good pull there from Oregon. It's very risky because he could have these D, C. I'm a little bit flabbergasted right now that Ashton Genty is even still there. I am going to draft him. There's no possible way that this could be realistic whatsoever, that Ashton Genty and Travis Hunter are both there. Absolutely no way. I do not know what the sim is doing. Do not know how we could end up with both of these guys. But I'm going to draft him. Why is he there? Not really a position of need. He was a B- pick. If Ashton Genty falls that far in the draft, which I guess is possible if the Madden sim knows what they're talking about, I'm not sure why he would fall that far. So right now our class is looking like Travis Hunter and Ashton Genty somehow. I'm not 100% sure how he even fell that far. I'm thinking that we look to pass rushers now or defensive tackles. Justice Thomas. Let's see who's got the best. He's got an A finesse move, which isn't bad, and he's also got A pursuit, which makes me feel like he may be a solid pass rusher, maybe not as much of a D tackle based on his size. None of these guys here on the right end position are looking super, super good. Maybe Jadarius Tapp, who's got B power move, B play rec, and then B tackling, but even then that's not very good. Is there any left ends that looked good? Man, this is a sad class here. I'm actually just going to go ahead and take Justice Thomas here. I think that he could have potential to be very, very good. So let's go ahead and take him. He's got a finesse move. A lot of C to Fs, though. A lot of C to Fs. Are we 100% sure that this is the pick to go? It's got to be. It's got to be. Let's take the chance. Let's take the chance. C pick. That's not a great evaluation of talent there by the gameplay guy. Let's advance to the next pick there. I think that we have either 2 4ths or 2 5th round picks in this draft here. Let's go ahead and see what kind of picks we got here. Joseph Love is there. This is what the top of the class is looking like here. Let's see if there is a center that would be worth taking here in rounds 3 and 4. Run block a B, that's pretty good. Run block power a C. Lead block A to C. Interior block A. I'm going to go ahead. He's got D pass block, which is not good, but his run blocking could be very good. Let's go ahead and draft Barry Rivers. Oh, D-, man. A D D minus in the 4th round. Not great because there was still probably plenty of talent to go. Maybe I should not have gone Travis Hunter and Ashton Genty, but we look ahead, we move on, and we pray. Let's see if there's any solid, maybe even go ahead and take another wide receiver there. I don't think that we should do that, though. Let's look at the right guards and see. Oh, they're all potentially free agents, unfortunately, but I don't see one that really has much potential. Let's go ahead and look at the left guards. Also, is there any offensive lineman that is not a potential free agent? Ron Sweat. Just based off his name alone, he might be worth it, but let's go back to these right guards and see if there's anybody that would be a good pass blocker. B. Run blocking isn't very good. The highest run blocker is a C, but there is some B pass blocking there in terms of grading. And then let's see at the left guards, because I'm thinking that we could move guys around if we need to. Run block B, pass block C to F. Let's go ahead and take Sherrod McLean. I kind of like this guy. Let's see if he's got A, impact blocking, and B, run block. He was a D overall prospect, but I don't hate that. He has some potential there, I feel, to slot in if somebody gets injured. So we are going to continue to sim here and see when our next pick is in the 6th. We do not have a 6th round pick, unfortunately. So I guess we are in the 7th round, which we have 3 picks in the 7th round. I'm very interested to see who we could take here. There are still projected 3 to 4 round players here, just out of straight chance. Let's go ahead and take Mark Cotton, who slipped in the draft, and see if he's any good. Obviously, he wasn't going to have the best rating because he slipped so far, but he might have potential. He's got C zone coverage and A to C block shedding, as well as B press coverage, which is pretty solid. Madden is glitching right now, but that is okay. We're going to take all 3 of these picks, and we're drafting. We're drafting all 3 of them. Joe Caldwell is another guy that looks like he slipped. Damian McFarland wouldn't be a horrible pick. Tyrell. Do we look to a quarterback? I don't think so. Tight end is a position that we do also need a backup in. I realize 6'4", 260 pounds. But there are guys. This dude, Pat Gillespie, 6'6", 272 pounds. He's got D run blocking somehow. Not very good blocking tight end. This dude, Cordell Church, though, is 6'6" and has good run blocking. Also has better catching. I'm actually going to go with this dude, Cordell Church. At least he can help in the run blocking game. Bad pick. Wow, he didn't even have a grade. Am I mad about it? No, because it's the 7th round. And I think that, you could always use a guy like Cordell Church. Okay, so this is going to be our final pick in the draft. Let's see if we can get any sort of steal here. Left outside linebackers, I don't see one that's very good. Mike Harris. Maybe we go defensive tackle and see if the one that we got here, or one we get here, is going to be better. I'm going to be looking to see, and let's see if we got one that has any B qualities. Yep, some of them have, nobody has B block shedding, but plenty of them have B finesse move, and then not very good power, though. I'm going to go ahead and take, I don't want a speed rusher, though. We just took one. Lamar Vincent from Penn State. I'm going to go with Lamar Vincent here. He's a physical player. Go ahead and take him with our final 7th round pick. Looks like he was a C+ pick in the 7th round. We just got a C+ pick. We are 23 minutes into this video right now, and all I have done is draft, and I do not care. We're doing all the fun little intricacy stuff, getting that over with, and then once we're finished, don't worry, we're going to play a game. Don't you worry, we will play. Let's go ahead and look at our draft recap and see how it did. How did we do in the draft? 2025 draft class, somehow Ashton Genty fell. Only a 73 overall, though he is going to have to work his way up in the depth chart. But Travis Hunter is a 78 overall, automatically becoming the wide receiver 1 for the New England Patriots. Justice Thomas is there, 70 overall defensive tackle. Other than that, we did not get very many good players there. Not the greatest, a 55 overall, but we did draft a 67 overall defensive tackle as well in the 7th round, which is some pretty good value. Looks like he has some potential. Looks like right now the team has been set back a little bit by me, my GMA. I could have gone left tackle for the future there, but we still have next draft since we signed David Bakhtiari. We can also look to trade. We're going to be looking to trade one or two of our receivers right now, off rip. Kendrick Bourne does not need to be there anymore. He's a $7 million cap hit. He just does not need to be here anymore. I'm not sure if a team even wants him. We probably can't get more than a 7th or 6th for him. Nobody is interested. So we're going to go ahead and just try to see if we can get a pick from a team, but I do not want it to be an AFC team. Can we go ahead and get a 5th round pick from the Vikings for Kendrick Bourne? We cannot because their cap room is minus. Let's go ahead and maybe the Chicago Bears would like him. I'll take the Bears 5th round pick any day of the week, and they accepted. Kendrick Bourne, you are a Chicago Bear. We just don't need him. He doesn't really fit the depth chart. So